connection over content simply means that one is willing to keep their focus on the connection between perceived self and other, above the feelings of importance to the content within the mind and the story that is playing out, that would rather you not be connected, that would rather feed the feelings and sensations of separation. Connection over content doesn't mean erase the content. It means prioritize with awareness. If I'm connected, I'm more willing to understand, lean in, and walk the edge of a relating. I'm more curious about that edge than I am about any past grievances, resentments, hurts. Those are all part of the edge, but they aren't the edge. They're the invitation to explore the edge. The edge is that place that pushes you beyond what you knew, deeper into a subconscious program, or even more exciting, the unknown. And when we decide through curiosity that the unknown is a lot more exciting than the known, than the habituated response that we always give, we will find that prioritizing connection is a no-brainer. It will come naturally. Connection is already there. We literally cannot not be connected. But we are a species that enjoys illusion. And we love to play the 3D game through disillusionment and illusion. So this really is just about looking at the illusion that we call disconnection, which gives us a false feeling of a very important separate self. The connectedness that we are is animated in this embodied being. And it is a relating within itself. Always itself as itself, relating as this now. And when we are in a relationship, then we are having a dance within the scheme of illusion, of subject and object. And all the importance of self comes up in that relating via a relationship, something to bounce the relating back, so we have a feedback loop, so that the subconscious and unconscious can be known, explored, and understood, and ultimately be brought up into the light of awareness. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's rules to make this happen. There are many programs. There are many ways up the mountain. I like to think that it's a lot more adventurous just to look at a pointing and go in that direction, to see what's there or what's perceived to be there. What makes up that moment in creation? Is it connection, a deep, deep sense of connection, an embodiment of feeling completely connected? And through that connection, the relating is completely open and enjoyed. Or is there a separation at play where there's a relationship that is delving into the subconscious and the unconscious programming that we are still trying to work out, that maybe perhaps somebody else's programming? Perhaps we are trying to find love in our parents' dysfunction. Perhaps we're trying to find love in an old relationship dysfunction from our childhood. We just find those things so important that we carry them, trying to find love through them. So we constantly come up with relationships of disconnection, because dysfunction is a disconnection highlighter. So if we're constantly creating relationships out of dysfunction, it means, to me anyway, it would, for me, mean that I am having a relationship with dysfunction, not an other. And any other is simply playing the opposite role, the opposite end of my script. They're playing the role on the opposite end of that script. As you can see how I'm talking here, it could just be about anything. The key kind of seems to be, do I feel connected or disconnected? Let me not judge this. Let me become aware of who I am, the embodiment of this character when it feels disconnected, and when it's in an illusion or disillusionment of disconnection. And how does this character embody itself when it feels connected? And how deep does that go? And and is it prioritized? Can I prioritize it? Or is it prioritizing me? And if there is no prioritizing me, perhaps creation is just looking at itself anew and discovering brand new ways of being, an embodied aspect of self. We're all going to find out as we breathe and live these moments. And if we can recognize connection over content, we might have a much funner time. Anyway, that's my ramble for today. I hope it made sense. If it did, leave me a comment or a little heart. Peace out and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. You.